Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Tim Dillon Show. Thank you all for joining us again. And I'm making a sign for Dave Portnoy's bar in Philadelphia that says something nice about the Jews, and I'm just going to put that up because just to even it out, because that guy Mo Khan. He went out and he did he had one of those signs that like they hold up at the bar. It's like, usually it's like happy birthday or go Lakers. And this time I believe it was fuck the Jews. And Dave Portnoy was upset about that. So now him and he said he was gonna pay for the kid to go to Auschwitz. He was gonna send him to Auschwitz. Which is kind of nice. It's kind of a nice thing to pay for a trip there. But then he reneged on that, and now him and the kid are like in a legal battle, and then the kid started like a GoFundMe, and he's got like $15,000 in the GoFundMe. Which I don't know what's going on, but the kid, like, obviously it's stupid to do that. The internet's not real life. You can't do that. But he's raised 15 G's. I don't know what's going on. I'm telling you, if you think supposedly the kid's like, hey, I'm in a fight with the Jews, and he raised 15 G's. I'm telling you this right now. If you only got 15 G's, that's not going far. They're going to win. I'm telling you right now, they're going to win. One of the fundraising pages, Justice for Muhammad Adnan Khan, was organized by Temple graduate and free speech advocate Alex Morris, hopes to raise $75,000. Okay. Well, whatever. Don't make a sign that says that. That's not nice. Dave Portnoy's going a little hard, too. Here's the thing with the isms. Semitism, anti-Semitism, all the other ones as well, right? The other ones are phobias, homophobia, transphobia. What are the other isms? There's anti-Semitism, misogyny, that's an E, phobia, transphobia, homophobia, racism, anti-Semitism, racism, nativism, jingoism, Yeah, whatever. Here's the thing. The more you talk about the discrimination, the more you get it. It's like one of these laws that no one realizes. The more you talk about the thing, you just get more of the thing. If you just talk about something all the time and you're going to manifest it. You're going to end up seeing more of it everywhere. You're going to react. People are going to troll you with it because people like that. You're showing them how you're going to react. The only way to defeat a lot of that is to ignore it, which is like the hardest thing in the world, to ignore it. I'm not saying like you ignore the kid with the sign. Like, obviously, you're like, hey, fuck you, man. But, like, I don't know if going on, like, a massive campaign because this dumb kid made a sign is gonna, like, make anti-Semitism go away. That's the thing. Like, if I wanted homophobia to go away, if, like, somebody called me a faggot and I spent 3 weeks talking about it, can you believe he called me a faggot? Well, I'm going to pay for a trip for you to go to Africa and see AIDS, because there's AIDS there. It's not gay. I mean, there's just AIDS. And that's where I would send a person. Send them to Africa to see AIDS. Go see what AIDS does. After a while, people would just kind of get upset. They'd be like, all right. I think that's the way to deal with bigotry, is to ignore it and pretend it's not real And then it kind of goes away because it loses its power. If you endlessly talk about it, if you bring it up all the time, and if you keep, like talking as victim and all this stuff, it's like people turn it off. They shut it off. They change the channel. It's enough already. I get it. Also, it's like, I like Dave Portnoy, but it's like you don't have to defend the whole of the Jewish people. They can handle themselves. Like, he's like the guardian of, like, I'm doing this it's like, all right. That's the way I feel about it. That's my opinion. It's those words, all right, in exactly that way. All right. All right. Like, how long does this go on is my question. It's already been multiple days of this. How long does this go on? How long must this continue? I'm asking. How long must this continue? How many press conferences do we need for this? The kid's an idiot. He got suspended by Temple University, which I don't know anything about that school, but it's not great. It's not a good school. It's not like he's going to a good school. He's going to have it's whatever. It's Temple. It's fine. Who cares? The president of the university issued a statement condemning anti-Semitism and suspending one of the students. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I get it. Did anyone think the president of Temple University was for that? Like, did anyone think, like, the president of Temple University, like, this is what I mean about everyone has to disavow everybody. And, like, if I was the president of Temple University, they're like, one of your kids did this. I go, I don't even know the people here. I don't even know the people here. Who are these kids? I don't even know. I'm just here. I'm doing the administrative shit. I don't know these people. How many kids go to Temple? A few thousand? Look it up. What is he? I get the political reason you have to come out and say it. All these people, because there is real anti-Semitism at some of these schools, like Columbia and stuff. Everybody's, what? Temple has an enrollment of 30,000 students. Like, if I was the president of Temple University and they're like, hey, Dave Portnoy's got a bar, I'd go, what? Yeah, okay. Yeah? Yeah, well, some student went in there with a sign that said, fuck the Jews. Who? Mohammed Khan. I don't know. I'd go, they're all named Mohammed. And I'd hang the phone up. That's what I do. I'd hang the phone up. I go, I'm not. Well, don't you want to make a statement? About what? I don't even know this kid. I don't know this kid. I'm not hanging out with this kid. I'm an adult. He went to a bar and put up a dumb sign. Portnoy's offered to send the perpetrators on an educational trip to Auschwitz is a more lavishly funded version of a common educational response to incidents of Jewish hatred. Isn't that weird to go on a trip when you've done something like that? Because it's still a trip. He's still going to enjoy the trip. That's still a trip. Yes, the Auschwitz of it will be sad, but the rest of it is a trip. Portnoy is just sending this guy on a trip. Can you imagine that? He's on a plane. He's on a phone with somebody. He's going, yeah, I'm on the way to Dave Portnoy is sending me to Auschwitz. Can you imagine that sentence? That guy's he would say that to someone. He'd be on the plane. He's like, listen, I got to go. We're about to take off. Yeah, Dave Portnoy is sending me to Auschwitz. Yeah, the guy from Barstool Sports. I'm going to Auschwitz, Poland. Yeah, he's sending me there. After admitting responsibility and accepting Portnoy's offer to go to Auschwitz, by the way, I didn't even write a sign, I'll go to Auschwitz on Dave Portnoy's dime because it's an interesting historical trip. And I didn't do anything. I will, if Dave Portnoy wants to send me to any tragedy, I'll go. What do I have to do to get tickets for Dave Portnoy to send me to a tragedy. Send me to go. After admitting responsibility and accepting Portnoy's offer to go to Auschwitz, according to Portnoy, Khan did a total 180. In a separate video posted to social media, Khan said he had nothing to do with the sign or spreading hatred, but was acting as a citizen journalist. That's a bit of a stretch, Mo. And was documenting anti-Jewish animus based on Israel's actions. That's an odd way to do it. Wait, what? Khan said he had nothing to do with the sign or spreading hatred, but was acting as a citizen journalist. Wait, what? In the video, Khan offered his own explanation of the event and its larger stakes, invoking radicalized violence by likening Portnoy's campaign against him to a lynching. Khan said he only admitted responsibility for the sign to Portnoy under duress, he said, due to an asymmetrical power dynamic. Okay, this is so gay. Just admit it. You did it. And go to Auschwitz. Just go to Auschwitz. You'll have fun, not at Auschwitz. But the trip is you're going to, where it's Poland, right? Yeah. You can visit other cities in Poland. I would ask Dave Portnoy that if I was this guy. I'd go, I will go to Auschwitz. Can I also visit some other cities in Poland while I'm there? Polish food's interesting. Pierogies, kielbasa, things like that. It's a nice trip. Yes, Auschwitz will put a damper on the trip, but you get some good food. You think he's going to fly in their economy, probably. I imagine he's not going to fly in first class. Here's a dirty little secret the insurance industry may want to keep under wraps. Insurance companies profit by holding onto your money for as long as possible. So after an accident, they might do whatever they can to delay or deny your claim. This way they can keep the profits growing. Morgan & Morgan fights hard against these corporations, a fight to make sure you get every dollar you deserve. When in court, the insurance companies want jurors to think the at-fault driver is the one paying the verdict amount. Meanwhile, it's really the insurance company covering the cost. When Morgan & Morgan takes on a case here, almost always going after the big insurance companies and not the individuals at fault. Morgan & Morgan fights hard for their clients, and these corporations know that. A recent client in Pennsylvania just received $29 million. Insurer's best offer was $500,000. Another client from Florida received $20 million. The last offer was $0. Hiring the wrong firm can be disastrous. Hiring the right firm could substantially increase your settlement. With Morgan & Morgan, it's easy to get started, and their fee is free unless they win. Visit forthepeople.com/TIM or dial pound law pound 529. That's forthepeople.com/Tim or dial pound law pound 529. This is a paid advertisement. Show this guy that crashed into Jennifer Aniston's house. Everybody's saying it looks like me. Because it was me. And the reason I was crashing into her house was to kill her. I was going to kill her. That's all. I was going to kill her. I wanted to go to Auschwitz with her. I wanted to pay for Jennifer Aniston to go to Auschwitz with me. So, no one would give her that message, so I had to do it. Let's watch this. By the way, let's just go through some of my predictions. Number one, celebrities, Kanye, Bieber, whoever, there's going to be more public kind of melting down. Kanye has a new song. We can't play it. The beat is fire, but the words are indelicate. Now, we're going to see a lot more of these celebrities because celebrities now, again, remember, Hollywood's gone. It's been gone. A lot of it. There's some of it left. Every show that Hollywood makes now, from like that show Hacks to the show The Studio, every show that they're making is just to prove that it exists. Hollywood exists. That's all. The premise of Hacks is that like this 70-year-old woman gets she's the first female late night host and The Studios. But it's like the premise of all these shows, they're just making shows now to prove to you that it's still there. It exists in whatever capacity. But a lot of celebrities have been publicly losing their minds, and you watch it now because they can just pick up a phone. Celebrities, there's no more, no more layers between a celebrity and the public. You can't stop them. You can't lock up the phone. Agent, manager, lawyer, publicist, all that stuff. They wake up and get the news like everybody else. They just see their client going nuts and doing whatever, The other thing what's going to happen, and Jennifer Aniston has not done that, in fairness to her. This is not, my point is this. There's always been crazy people that believe that they're like meant to be with a celebrity. It's the whole premise of stalking, right? I'm here to protect her or whatever. And now celebrities are going crazy publicly. And now you have all these crazy people who want to I'm just saying it's going to get interesting. Like eventually some of these crazy celebrities and some of these crazy stalkers, they're going to start working together. Like they're going to, one of these stalkers is going to show up and one of these lunatic celebrities is going to go, you're right. We are meant to be together. The stalkers now are almost in the right. Here's what I'm saying. They're almost in the right to break into these celebrities' homes. Is what I mean. And I'm not saying do it. Listen to what I'm saying, because I don't want to be sued, and I'm not advocating anything. What I'm saying is this. It makes more sense now to break into a celebrity's home than it ever has, because they're all crazy. So you have a better chance. This is what I mean. If you're thinking of breaking into a celebrity's home, do it. You have a chance of getting something going now, because they're also nuts and they're vulnerable and the systems around them have broken down and they no longer have the type of life they had, and they're vulnerable and they're uncertain in their state. Again, I'm not saying to do it, and I'm not doing it, but if you were going to do it, now would be the time to do it. Because he probably feels about this Jennifer Aniston. He goes, there might be some vulnerability there I can exploit. Now, he might be wrong. He's probably wrong. She's fine. But who knows? Let's watch a little bit of. Now, take my meaning here, please. You know what I mean? God, it's so hard to say things. Go on.
The man accused of crashing his car through the front gate.
Go back. Who's this idiot? Why can't he speak?
The man accused of crashing his car through the front gate of Jennifer Aniston's home appeared in court today. This is new video just into the newsroom showing Jimmy Carwile wrapped in only a blanket. A judge ordered a mental competency hearing for Carwile. Police say
I think we can skip that. Well, let's see by the way, let's see why he went there, because I'm not passing judgment on him yet. Let's see why he went.
He repeatedly harassed Aniston before driving his car through her gate earlier this week. He is facing felony stalking and vandalism charges. While the motive is still unclear, sources tell us.
Obviously, it's terrifying, and obviously, it's wrong. It is funny. It's bad. It's so terrifying and crazy, and he should be punished for this. Dave Portnoy should send him to Auschwitz. But I'm just saying that it's. I've always thought this was funny. These guys that really. It is terrible, and it should never happen. But there's just something funny about being that crazy. Keep going.
Just tell ABC News, investigators found social media posts from Carwile referencing the actress.
What was he saying?
I'll pull it up.
Get his social media post up. What breaks in your head? I mean, I don't know, but there's something's got to break in your head that you just think, that maybe there's a chance. You think maybe if I just drive my car through her gate. By the way, she's probably not even there. Celebrities don't even live in their homes, I think. Was she home? She's got real security. I don't even think she's home. Is she even alive? Has anyone seen Jennifer Aniston in a long time? No, I mean, I got to be honest. Are any of these people even alive? I'm starting to feel like these QAnon. Remember when QAnon was like they were all executed by Trump? Maybe they were. She's not home. Where is she? All of these people were executed years ago at a military tribunal and they're clones. These are some of his tweets or something?
Facebook.
Facebook, yeah. The real ones are still on the book, huh? Julia something. I found it. I know you already know. It's my Emmanuel, Jennifer, Joanna Aniston, Carwile, my bride, my 8. If someone, he's using her full name, her full government, as the blacks would say. God love them. If someone out there can reach Jennifer, Joanna Aniston, Carwile, let her know about the corruption going on trying to keep me from her. Well, I didn't know there was corruption. You will be blessed. Help me who is Israel. God, my daddy, is watching. Make those blessings great by helping. He hold me back for reasons this the main one. I gotta be honest. He sounds like a guy that's worth getting dinner with. Is that not worth getting a little dinner with that guy? Me from her. The corruption going on trying to keep me from her. You will be blessed. Help me, who is Israel. God, my daddy, is watching. Make those blessings great by helping. He holds me back for reasons this the main one. He's a passionate man. He's a passionate man. And he wants his lady. And he feels like they belong together. Now, here's my thing. What if he's right? 99% he's not. But what if God does want them together? What if he's right? What if she doesn't know how happy she would be with him? Show him again. Just show him again. Who is she with again? Brad Pitt or something? Who is she with? Didn't she break up the marriage with Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt? Isn't that what happened? Can someone tell me I'm not nuts here? I think she broke up the marriage between Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt. I think. I don't know. But I believe that's what happened. Is she with anyone now? She's with...
Looks like she's not with anyone now, but she was with Brad Pitt for 5 years.
And then she was with Justin Theroux. She's single.
I think.
Go out to dinner with this guy. Show him again. Go out to dinner with this guy. I can't see him. Go to dinner with him. Go to let him tell you about his God and your God. I mean, so what? Look at him. Look how much he loves her. She's tried it with all these celebrity guys. It doesn't work. I'm telling you, you need a regular guy. This is what regular people are like now. No. Jenny, baby honey, sweetie pie. You don't realize it because you live in this big mansion and you're famous and hot. But that's what regular people are like. They have just a blanket and they have a message to give you from God. She's probably said to her friends, I got to stop dating these celebrities. I want to date a regular guy. I guarantee she said that. I bet she said it. Sitting there at Nobu in the private back room where they won't put me because I somehow bothered Taylor Swift once or whatever. I didn't even talk. It was just she didn't like, she gave me a look. She gave me a dirty look. She's a real monster. But the point is this. I guarantee you Jennifer Aniston said it one time to her friends, I got to start dating regular guys. After Brad Pitt and Justin Theroux, who's Justin Theroux again? He's famous, right? He's famous. Right? Am I nuts? Yeah. He's a famous guy. So Jennifer Aniston, go back to her rightful guy. Now, Jennifer Aniston goes, I got to start dating regular guys. This is a regular man. This is the United States of America, Jennifer. Welcome, this man in a blanket. This is your guy. You want a regular man? It's this man. That's what's left of the country, honey. Be careful what you wish for. She probably said, I just wish a regular man would come into my life. Well, he felt so strongly. And what did he do? He drove through her gate with his car. Because regular men in this country, it is tough. This guy is who the tariffs are for. He is for the if the tariffs come in, he's not going to be driving through Jennifer Aniston's gate. He's going to be at a factory working. Do you see what happens without tariffs? Without tariffs, this guy he's driving through Jennifer Aniston's gate instead of working at a factory with his wife, probably. She'd also work there. And then going home to their children who come home from school off the bus and they sit down to a nice family dinner of a honey-baked ham. But instead, this man is driving his car through Jennifer Aniston's gate because that's what the only thing left in this country. There's nothing left in this country for a man like that. And I'm not trying to be sympathetic towards him. But if I was his lawyer, I would be in court going, what do you expect him to do? She won't even talk to him. The globalized economy, Your Honor. The globalization, this man has been tossed aside. It's all Goldman Sachs and crypto and shit. What's he supposed? He's just trying to get the attention of his love. He didn't buy the Trump coin. He doesn't live in Dubai. He's struggling like many Americans. And he made the decision to get in his car and take action and drive through a gate. She's not even home. She's in a hyperbaric chamber or something. Where is she? Oh, we feel sorry for her. We hope they straighten that out. By the way, this is a disclaimer. Obviously, don't go to anyone's home. Obviously, don't do that. But I am saying in this show, we have to explore all the angles of all the events. And I think Jennifer Aniston probably was like, I wish a regular guy, just a regular guy. You know, she said it. She's having wine with her gal pals, girlfriends. And she said, and they go, Jen, you got to stop with these like celebrities. You just need a regular guy. And then a regular guy shows up and it's still not good enough. My cousin has an Aura frame, and I'm telling you, the kids love it. She loves it. You just download these photos into a fucking frame, and you can download as many as you want. It's the best digital frame. It was named that by Wirecutter. It's easy to see why. There's unlimited storage. You can add as many photos. You want a Mother's Day gift? You want mommy to cry? You get her the Aura frame. It's so great. Funny pictures. Heartwarming pictures. They have a great deal for Mother's Day. For limited time, listeners can save on the perfect gift by visiting auraframes.com to get $35 off plus free shipping on their best-selling Carver matte frame. That's auraframes.com. Promo code TIM. Support the show by mentioning us at checkout. Terms and conditions apply. $35 off. Use code TIM. I'm telling you, Aura Frames. Frame your life. Frame your life. Your life is in the picture, in the frame. Frame your life, Aura Frames. Look at that photo of us at the lake. What do you got to do? India and Pakistan. Let's get into this because I'm going to try to do this and not be racist. And boy, let me tell you right now, that's going to be a real tightrope walk. Because you have two countries, India and Pakistan, and they are fighting over a region called Kashmir. They don't like each other. Pakistan said to India, we have nukes and they're only for you. They can't reach anywhere else. They literally just go to you. Play a little bit of what is happening here to bring the people up to speed, because I think there's a lot of confusion about this, especially in my head, because I know they hate each other. I get it, because the Indians are Indian and the Pakistanis are Pakistani. But it goes deeper than that. No, truly, there's historic things. But it is also that, right? Like, it sounds like I'm just explaining it in a simple way, but that's really it. Like, these are Indians, and these from India, and then there's Pakistan, the Pakistanis from Pakistan, who are Muslims, and the Indians are Hindus. And they dislike each other because of many reasons. Hindus, it's a religion, and in the religion, there's many things. That elephant called Ganesh, which I love, actually, is one of the things. And then there's Shiva. There's all these different kind of, different characters in the thing. And then, it's very late. And then there's Pakistan, and that's Islam, which, I mean, respect and praise be upon the name of the prophet and all of it. And don't come to my house. And so in the Hindu religion, they have the caste system in India, where they and I kind of, to be honest, like it a little bit, because there's these people called untouchables. And if you see them, you go, get away, and you can go at them with a stick. And no one writes an article in New York Magazine going, well, maybe actually it's mean that we hit them with a stick. Everyone just goes, get away. And then there's the Brahmin class, which is probably where I would be, no offense, at the top. And they get the clean water, because most of the water is not clean there. People get very sick eating and drinking. The water, it's not good. I don't know who the other castes are, but the Brahmins are on top, and then the untouchables are on the bottom, and I imagine there's others in the middle. And it's very busy in India, and Mumbai is a great city, and animals are in the mix with the people. Like, there'll be people in cars driving and, like, lions walking in the middle of the street. It's actually cool as fuck. Pakistan, I believe, was created by the CIA to house bin Laden. I think that's kind of what that was. Something going on over there. Something's up there. I'll just say that. But peace be upon the prophet. Now, this woman's going to try to explain it, and she's probably not going to do it as well as I just did. But so that's what's going on. And there's a region called Kashmir. And I don't know if it has anything to do with the Kashmir sweaters, but there's this region between India, a religion with fun characters, not good drinking water, a caste system, untouchables, Modi, the leader. In the midst of a religious revival, not crazy about the democracy. Pakistan, very super religious, don't like Indians. Islam, Muhammad, peace be upon the prophet, peace be upon his name. Housed bin Laden for years, which we probably knew about. SEAL Team 6 got bin Laden somewhere in those mountains. And then, whatever. Patrice O'Neill is the best thing ever. Watch the O&A where Patrice O'Neill talks about bin Laden. It's the greatest thing ever, getting killed. Let's watch this from Fox LA?
I think it's Fox Chicago.
Oh, Fox Chicago. Interesting. All right, there we go.
Today, India and Pakistan engaged in their most expansive military conflict in decades. There are widespread accounts of attacks well beyond the Kashmir border. Stephanie Bennett has more from London.
It's the biggest military conflict in decades between India and Pakistan, and there's no end in sight. The fighting started in
Which side is which? All right, keep going. Not racist.
Started in the disputed territory of Kashmir, but it grew significantly overnight with reports of widespread drone and missile attacks in both countries.
India was compelled to respond to bring mortar.
I'm telling you right now, I'm going to try to do this and not be racist. I'm telling you right now, God help me. God help me. I pray for strength right now. Continue.
Artillery fire from Pakistan to a halt. Indian armed forces reiterate their commitment to non-escalation.
India and Pakistan deny they're responsible for intensifying the fight. Both claim they're simply responding to attacks from the other side. But these are two nuclear-powered rivals, and each escalation could be drawing the conflict closer to a standoff using weapons of mass destruction.
Pakistan reserves the right to respond to India at a time, place, and manner of its choosing.
Meanwhile,
That's a George W. Bush quote he's stealing. Keep going.
There have been more than a dozen deaths reported on each side. India claims Pakistan is launching...
And that's the house. Go back to that. Here's what's really bad. That's the house before the missile. That's the house before the missile. Keep going.
Pakistan is launching attacks along its entire western
look what
border.
they did to that bus. Is Dave Portnoy going to send these people to Auschwitz? Who is that? Is that an Indian bus that was attacked or a Pakistan bus that India attacked? This is what's difficult. Keep going.
Western border, leaving thousands of civilians caught in the crossfire.
There is very chance of fighting, so there is no proper shelter for us.
But diplomats from the U.S. and other countries are now working on a ceasefire proposal that would see both sides back down
By the way,
and return.
That's hilarious. India and Pakistan fight in 48 hours like a ceasefire. The Israel-Gaza thing's going on 2 years. It's like we're gonna get a ceasefire. Russia-Ukraine, by the way, it's going on multiple years. Hundreds of thousands of people dead. All right, let's finish this up. I hope they figure it out. Okay.
Both sides back down and return to the status quo.
Communication was fundamentally key, that there should be talks, that there should not be silence, and that America obviously was in the center of this.
That's Tammy Bruce. That was retarded. She's a moron. Tammy Bruce, everyone. There should be talks. There should not be silence. Oh, thank you. Let's hear what this large-faced woman has to say.
President Trump has also volunteered to act as a mediator, but so far there are no plans for him to visit either country.
Yeah, why would he go? It's a war zone. Why would he get so war? They always try to get him with shit that's not gettable. Why don't you visit that plane crash site? It's a river. I'm not going to go swimming. Why don't you visit this war zone? Because it's a war zone. Trump likes luxury. He likes going to nice places. He doesn't like going to places that are in the middle of a war. Are they crazy? Let's see Joe Biden on The View. He's back. He's better than ever. I love him. I like him. He's hard not to like. The rest of them on The View are pretty easy not to like, but Joe Biden's difficult not to like. I hope they have Jennifer Aniston's accuser on The View. Jill just is out with him like a puppeteer. Let's see this.
Mr. President, since you left office, there have been a number of books that have come out deeply sourced from Democratic sources that claim in your final year there was a dramatic decline in your cognitive abilities. In the final year of your presidency, what is your response to these allegations, or are these sources wrong?
They are wrong. There's nothing to sustain that, number one. Number two, think of what we were left with. We were left with a circumstance where we had an insurrection when I started. Not since the Civil War. We had a circumstance where we were in a position that the pandemic, because of the incompetence of the last outfit, end up over 1 million people dying. 1 million people dying. And we're also in a situation where we found ourselves unable to deal with a lot of just basic issues, and which I won't go into in the interest of time. And so we went to work, and we got it done. And one of the things and Alyssa,
one of the things I think is that the people who wrote those books were not in the White House with us.
Right.
And they didn't see how hard Joe worked every single day. I mean, he'd get up, he'd put in a full day, and then at night I'd be in
He
bed,
looks like it.
reading my book, and he was still on the phone reading his briefings, working with staff. I mean, it was nonstop. It's the White House, being president is not like a
It's fake. Wouldn't it be great if she goes, it's fake, really? Being president doesn't matter. There's a lot of men in suits, and they kind of do it. They really do it. Well, you just kind of sit there. I read my book, and he kind of sits there and drools. And every now and then someone takes a photo of him, or he stamps something with his signature. But most of the time, it's these people in suits running around doing it. You know? They're the ones who do it. We don't really do it.
the life that you live it 24 hours a day. That phone can ring at 11 o'clock at night or 2 in the morning.
And no matter when it rings, he doesn't answer it. A guy in a suit answers it, and then they run up to him and they tell him what he has to do, and he does it because he loves our country.
You never leave it. And Joe worked really hard. I think he was a great president. And if you look at things today, give me Joe Biden anytime.
That's worth the invitation to come to the show.
Nice. He's got a little line there, huh? Joey B. Joey B. That's worth the invitation to come to the show. Luigi Mangione is the subject of a new musical that is coming out. Luigi Mangione, of course, the hot murderer guy who killed the healthcare CEO Brian Thompson, and the guy that I played on the Netflix shows, Torching 2024. And there's going to be a musical about him. And it's going to premiere in San Francisco, which makes a lot of sense. And Luigi the Musical opens June 13th at the Taylor Street Theater. Isn't just about the 26-year-old prime suspect in the killing of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson. It was inspired by an extraordinary coincidence of celebrity inmates. Okay? Did you hear that Luigi's in the same prison with Diddy and Sam Bankman-Fried? I want to write a musical about that. That's what the writer said. In the show set at Brooklyn's Metropolitan Detention Center, rapper and music producer Sean Diddy Combs, who last year was charged with sex trafficking and racketeering, and the fallen FTX CEO are characters too. Okay. These three people represent these big pillars of institutions in society that are failing in their trust: healthcare, Hollywood, and big tech. Wow. They felt Mangione and his fellow inmates lent themselves to musical theater for several reasons. Luigi, the character, as we've written him, is dead serious about his thoughts and goals. There's something campy about the whole good guy with a gun premise. One inspiration for the show is Chicago. It's a great show. With his cell block numbers, Johnson noted, so when the production audience will see Luigi burst into song behind bars lamenting, "I shouldn't have bought those hash browns in that Pennsylvania Mickey D's." For his part, the character Bankman-Fried gives a TED Talk into the camera for his prison cell. He literally just podcasted with Tucker Carlson from the prison cell with Diddy. So I'm like, did we write this musical or did it write itself? One of the central ideas we wanted to explore with this musical is this tendency for us to project meaning onto these types of figures. She also noted the surprise value in a musical that's so immediate and zeitgeisty, it's of Twitter right now. So, I mean, this could also just be the way forward for things like musicals and theater that they thrive in places like New York, but outside of it, people aren't as excited a lot of times to see stuff, but I'd go see this. I think this is what you're going to have to do to get attention. No one gives a shit about Oklahoma or the Pirates of Penzance, but write a musical about Diddy and Sam Bankman-Fried and Luigi Mangione. Have a musical about it And that way people come out. People now want to see something current. It's true. It doesn't, all these old musicals like the Rodgers and Hammerstein musicals, it's always like a guy with a cowboy hat who's like, I'll take my lady to the fair. No one's doing that anymore. We want to see musicals about human traffickers, murderers, people that have ripped us off with crypto. Those are the people we want to see sing and dance. That's what we want. We don't want this crap anymore about, like, springtime is here and I love my lady. You want a musical about human trafficking, rape, and financial crime. Let's see a little bit of this.
Early whites, 'cause there were cameras there that night, and that's what let the police take
Okay, hold on.
me.
Number one, you're not going to get the top tier out. So if you're judging the voices and the music, as I will be, this is not the A-list that'll be doing this musical. Let's just know that immediately, because they're off key. It's a mess. This is not the top. No one's choosing like Broadway or this. Okay, let's give it another chance. So maybe it's better than I thought.
Early whites, 'cause there were cameras there that night, and that's what let the police take me in.
Oh boy, that's gonna be bad, huh? That's gonna be rough. It's going to be rough. It had a really promising cast of characters. What is this another thing from it?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see this. Maybe this is better.
Bay Area, baby, I gotta fake it till I make a lot of real money. When you're a Bay Area, baby, you gotta have a fraud in your...
This is going to be tough. I had high hopes for this, but you know what it is? This is the problem with everything. A good idea is ruined in execution. This is a good idea. You've got Luigi, Diddy, and Bankman-Fried. This thing could pop, but you got a bunch of amateurs who can't do anything. Well, hold on. This woman's a minority. She'll be better. Let's play this. What? She's singing like this. Oh, white. We don't want this. Oh, no. Oh, God.
Okay, I can see it in my head if I just close my eyes.
This is bad. All right. This is not good. It's a great idea, but these people are terrible. They have horrible voices, and they're bad. And that's what's going to ruin this show. These people are absolutely incapable of putting on a good production, and it's unfortunate because this is the type of production you need excellence. You need them to be deadly serious and great. You need them to be great. It only works if they're great. If they're bad, which is what they are, because everyone goes in and goes, this will be terrible. It's a fun joke of a musical. No, no, no. If you want it to be a joke, you make it great. It's only funny if it's great. It actually sucks if it sucks. It's only funny if it's great. It has to be like some of the greatest singing you've ever heard. It actually has to be. I killed that man. Like, it has to be so good, and you have to walk out singing the songs, and they can be catchy, Diddy, there's a scene in it with all the lube, and there's a song about lube, and it has to be sung by fucking professionals. You can't half-ass this. It's a musical about a famous human trafficker, this crypto criminal, and this hot guy who shot a CEO. You have to do this well. This is your chance to get people back out to the theater. Let's watch this clip here on Fox.
All right, let's talk about the murder case of Luigi Mangione, believe it or not. This is crazy. Now the accused killer is the subject of a new musical.
Yes. Luigi the Musical will premiere in San Francisco and run from June 13th to June 28th.
June 14th.
It's described as a comedy that imagines his backstory, though it's not based on any facts since details about his backstory have been scarce. It will also show him as a prisoner alongside cellmate Sam Bankman-Fried, the former FTX CEO, and Sean Diddy Combs, as he tries to navigate friendship, justice, and the absurdity of viral fame. In real life, Mangione pled not guilty to charges stemming from the December killing of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson. I don't know how you find comedy in this, especially, they go, oh, other plays have been made about murderers, but not while the trial's going on.
It's California. You know about La La Land.
It's got nothing to do with California. You can't find humor. I can't. In his background, okay, ha-ha, and then what? That makes no sense to me.
What's he saying?
All right.
Shut up!
You got to outrage.
This is the problem now with television. They just have retarded people on television. Like people that can't even speak. This is why I have listeners on the show. If you ever turn on television, you turn on like a morning show, the people on the morning show can't even get a thought. They can't even articulate a clear thought out of their head. Okay? What is this? Someone collapses on air?
Yeah, it was a Fox News guest. They just had a weird...
Is she dead? Because don't play it if she's dead.
No.
All right. Setting me up. Set me up here. All right, let's watch this because it could be funny as long as she's okay. This could be good.
It's women's sports, so this is what they have to do. They have to rewrite history because they had a failed campaign. They had a failed presidency. They put her as the border czar. She never went to the border. So this is about incompetency. It's not about ideology or it's not about...
Bye-bye.
Oh my goodness. We're just going to get some help here for Cameron.
Let me
come back
yo,
to
yo, yo,
Lydia
yo, yo,
while
that
we get
bitch
some help for
collapsed.
Cameron here. Lydia.
Lydia, this woman's collapsed.
We're going to go to a break right
Why? Tell us again why Joe Biden was a bad boy. That's tough. That's tough the way she collapsed like that. Let's see it again. One more time, please. One more time.
It's about incompetency. It's not about ideology or it's not about...
Hamana.
Oh my goodness. We're just going to get some help here for Cameron. Let me come back to Lydia while we get some help
live
for
TV is
Cameron
crazy. They're like, all right, Lydia. They go, all right, one down, one to go. Lydia, tell us more about why should... Well, I'm sorry to see you go, love. Why should someone be in a locker room, a woman's locker room with a cock? Lydia, why should someone in a woman's locker room have a cock? It's sorry to see you go, love. Lydia, you're still there, aren't you? Are you still alive, Lydia? If it's a woman's locker room, why has someone got a cock out? It doesn't make any sense. They've got their cock and balls in the face of a young girl who goes, what's that? It's not a vagina. And then you have to explain to her it's a cock and balls. I'm sorry, darling. Lydia, one of our guests just died on set. We're going to you now, darling. Tell us about the tariffs. Well, hopefully this woman's okay. She's okay? Am I making fun of someone's death? Can you find out if she's okay, please? If she died, we can't put this one out. She's got to be fine. She's fine, right? Did she apologize? What did she say? What did she say?
Here's her tweet.
Okay. All right. Oh, boy. Sometimes they don't eat. These women. Sometimes they don't eat. It's true. Sometimes they don't eat. I'm hoping that's what it is. Sometimes you don't eat and you're sitting there and you're talking about Kamala and the border, and your body just says you should have eaten. You should have had something to eat. All right, get her out of there. We hope she's doing okay. We hope she's doing well. We hope she's doing good. Because at the end of the day, Disney, by the way, Disney's doing a Middle East theme park in Abu Dhabi, right? In Dubai or Abu Dhabi? Abu Dhabi, Qatar? Abu Dhabi. On Yas Island in Abu Dhabi. We got any renderings of that? Can we take a look at what that's going to look like? Disney Middle East. Whoa. I mean, is the Aladdin ride going to slap or is it going to slap? I think, and here's what I'll say about this this crypto stuff, that the Trump crypto coin, which I don't love this whole thing. It is very possible. I don't think it's fair to say right now because the presidency is in its early stages, but like maybe they are. The Democrats were basically like, if you don't win the presidency, we're going to put you in jail, which was like the dumbest thing ever. He wins. But now maybe he's like, we're going to all get rich on crypto. And by all, I mean like him and like people he knows, his family and like friends. And then I think they're all going to move to Dubai. I think the rich have decided that they need like some enclaves. And I think Dubai is like, we're just going to be a feudalist society, like techno-feudalism, but it's going to be crypto, and we want like shady billionaires from all over the world to come to Dubai, which sucks. That used to be our thing. That used to be New York's thing. Bloomberg was like, we want all the billionaires. The shady billionaires used to come to America. They used to come to New York City. And now Dubai has made it where they are saying they're rolling out the red carpet for the shadiest billionaires in the world. And the Trump family people have said, they've estimated they've made like $1 billion on the coin. I don't know if that's true or not, but it could be. And maybe they stand to make a lot more. There is also something about regulating the crypto market whilst participating in it. It might be seen as inappropriate. But maybe, I mean, again, it's very early on in the presidency. We don't know. But if this whole thing is a grift to just make money on crypto and move to Dubai, I'm telling you right now, respect. Just respect. Like if the whole presidency is just a grift to make billions and billions in crypto and move to Dubai, respect. Respect. It is what it is. I mean, I don't know if that's what it is. I think he's building that tower in Dubai. He likes Dubai. Dubai is getting in the heads of a lot of people, and it's sad. The human traffickers used to come to America. They used to come to New York City. Jeffrey Epstein lived in New York City because we were the best. The drug dealers, the human traffickers, the people that sold weapons, they came to New York. They lived in New York City. And now they're going to Dubai because Dubai's rolling out the red carpet for them. And it's a bad sign for us that the people that make our society run, the arms dealers, the human traffickers, are going to Dubai and not New York. What the fuck? This is a city that is supposed to embrace the underworld. We're supposed to roll out the red carpet. We're supposed to go, come stroll in our parks, sweat in our saunas, eat caviar in our restaurants, send your children to school in our fine institutions of learning. That was our job. You dreamed of coming to New York. If you were running guns to Middle East separatist groups, you dreamed of living in the Waldorf Astoria. You dreamed of it. If you were putting Ukrainian women in a crate and shipping them over to be killed and abused by our senators, you dreamed of a New York slice, eating a New York slice of pizza. And it's not right that we've given up and they're all going to go to Dubai with its fake ski slopes and its 117-degree weather. Do you know how many human traffickers would take a sip of coffee and go, it's fall in New York? No more, because we've given up. We've given up. And it sucks. It sucks to be alive during this time when we failed in our main mission, and our main mission is to attract the best criminals from all over the world, the richest criminals, the most successful criminals. Genocidal maniacs used to sit in the front row of Cats and enjoy a goddamn musical. They would cry to memories. People that poisoned rivers in their own countries would flee to Manhattan and they'd go watch Les Miserables and they'd tear the fuck up and have some Junior's cheesecake. Now they're in Dubai. Thanks, de Blasio. Now they're in Dubai because the city's too dangerous. The city is too dangerous for genocidal monsters who used to come and live here. And I don't like it. And I think it sends the wrong message to the rest of the world. It says that we're done. I want war criminals to feel safe in my city. I want them to feel safe in my city. Legitimately. I want war criminals feeling safe in New York again. Mr. Mayor. I want people who've been convicted of war crimes at The Hague to feel safe walking to dinner in Manhattan. And I don't want them in Dubai with all this fake bullshit. I want to see a war criminal at a Yankee game behind the dugout, eating a dog. That's a city we used to have. Where a guy who gassed some Kurds would eat a goddamn dog behind the dugout at Yankee Stadium with his son and say, these are the Yankees. These are the Yankees. Remember Bin Laden was talking about them when we met him? The Yankees. We were the greatest city in the world at one time because we didn't ask what your backstory was. We didn't care. We didn't care what your backstory was. We didn't hold things against you like the fact that you gave your daughter a clitorectomy. We just said, this is the Plaza Hotel. That's all we said. We said, this is the Plaza Hotel. And because we're not doing that anymore, the streets are not safe, and people don't want to be here anymore. The most important people don't want to be here anymore. Okay? We're losing to Dubai. They are becoming the center for international luxury and crime. And that was our job. And we've lost. Well, what can we do? Drive through Jennifer Aniston's gate? That's all we're all doing here. That's all we've got left is to drive through Jennifer. A woman who is not even seen in public. She doesn't even exist. She isn't real. She's never existed. It's an op. It's an op. Okay? Friends was an op. I digress. My point is this. We need to elect Andrew Cuomo because we need to bring back a New York City that makes people feel something again. The Big Apple. They're sitting in Dubai. It's 117 degrees. They're in some fake ski slope. They could be murderers in New York. They could be killers in New York. But we push them away. We push them away so that students in Colombia can pretend to be Hamas. What about the real Hamas? They're in the Four Seasons in Qatar. What about the hotels we've got here? We're being beaten on every level because the service is bad. The service isn't good. That's the problem. The terrorists don't even want to come here anymore. The planes are so bad, these terrorists won't even fly them into our buildings. That's how bad it's getting at Newark Airport. The terrorists won't even go. You can't even attack a building if the flight's delayed 9 hours. So we're all just driving through Jennifer Aniston's gate. That's all we've got left. That's all we've got left because we got to give her a message and tell her we love her because she's our wife. She doesn't know it yet, but she's our wife. We are the American public, and you have shit in our mouth. Get it. Look at him. That's who we are, Miss Aniston. This is the condition you've left us in. And you've went to Dubai. And we're here and we're sick. Freeze frame on that man. That's the American public. And we've got a message for you, Miss Aniston, and it's that we love you. We still love you. We still love you. After all of your refusals to acknowledge our love, we still love you. We'll never stop loving you. And that gate is nothing in the grand scheme of things because our love is so strong. That's why this is the greatest country in the world, because you cannot put a gate between us and that which we love. Doesn't matter. Get in, make it bigger. I want to see his eyes. I want to see the whites of his eyes.
Wait, hold on.
This is a man who represents all of us. He's not a singular entity. He is the representation of who we are. Get him up. Go to that other picture of him. Go to the one where he's, yes, that. Yes. Make him bigger. This is who we are. This is what Facebook does to people. This is what the poison food and the Facebook does. This is the social media and the poison food and the poison fucking water and the fucking polluted rivers and lakes and the failed school system and the jobs that fire you and the fucking broken communities and the asbestos in the walls and the antibiotics and the fucking Nestle Quick and the drugs and the booze and the broken promises and the government that abandons you and the corporations that treat you as a lab rat. This is what it is. That is the smile of a man who has been in the mud and who crawled out to try to tell a woman he loved her. And we imprison him. We imprison him. That's why they're all going to Dubai. Because he's still smiling. That man. His spirit is beaten down. Can you imagine, by the way, just like me explaining to my grandfather like what I do for a living? Like he came back from the dead. He's like, what did you get into? What do? You a teacher? Sit down. But that's America. That's the best of it. Some people would say it's the worst of it. I disagree. That's the best we've got right now. A man who refuses to say no. That's who the tariffs are for. That's who the tariffs are for. This man is willing to pay a little more for a car so he can drive it through Jennifer Aniston's gate. He's willing to pay a little more for a vehicle so he can drive it through Jennifer Aniston's gate. And if that's not the best explanation of tariffs I've ever heard in my goddamn life, I don't know what is. We're still a great country. Don't listen to them. Don't listen to these people fleeing to Dubai. We're still a great country. If a man like this can still believe, we all can. And we all should. Good night.